Welcome. This is an introduction to Eastside Baby Corner's online ordering system, part 2. In this video, I'll be showing you how to log into the system and navigate through its main features. To access the ordering system, we're going to go to EBC's website at babycorner.org. And on the main page, scroll down to the very bottom to find a link to the agency partner page. Right now, we've got links to both the old ordering system and the new. In the future, there will be just one link here to the provider webpage and login. So I'm going to click on that. And this takes us to the agency partner page. The purple button up at the top is where you'll click to log into the ordering system. And the other buttons down the side are links to other resources you might need. Our contact information, ordering guidelines and pickup procedures, a list of all the items available, and links to the training manual and these videos. Down at the bottom is a copy of our field order form. This is a form you can print out and use to gather all the information from your clients that you'll need when registering them in the system. This information is kept private. The demographic information is always used in aggregate when we gather statistics to use for grant applications. We don't share anything on specific individuals. We don't need copies of these forms. They're just for your own use to help with the registration process. Messages and alerts from us will show up here. Any hub closures or changes to the ordering system or guidelines. So you'll want to check these out before logging in. To access the ordering system, click on the Provider Login button, and this takes you to the EBC Salesforce login screen. You can click on the Remember Me checkbox to automatically fill in your username the next time you visit this site. If you click on Forgot Your Password, a password retrieval link will be sent directly from Salesforce to the email address you've registered with us. So you may need to check your junk mail for a Salesforce email if you're having trouble receiving it. If you've got your username, just give us a call or send an email to providerreply@babycorner.org and we can retrieve that for you. And just a reminder that login IDs cannot be shared or passed on to new employees. Each user needs their own login to remain in compliance with our software license agreement with Salesforce. So please contact us if you need to disable an old login or create a new one. When you first log in, you should see the home page. If that's not the case, go ahead and click on the Home tab. And this is what you should see when you first log in. We've got some links to resources you might need, what to do if you need to place an emergency order past the cutoff time, who to contact if you need help, copies of the training manual, and a link to the agency partner page that we were just on. There are tabs for each record type: households, contacts, and orders. Up at the top, you've got a search bar where you can search for household or contact records by name. And over on the right is a user menu. There are some settings that you can change, but we ask that you not, especially your username, because it will break reporting on our end. But this is where you will go to log out when you're finished. Over on the left is a sidebar with links to your most recently viewed records and a link to the EBC homepage. If you want to save screen space, you can collapse the sidebar by clicking on the little arrow and then clicking on it again to get it back. So let's look at some records. If we click on the Household tab, it takes us to the Household page. This is where you can add new households. By default, this page will display a list of the household records you've most recently viewed, but you can change this to see most recently created or modified records. Or you can view all of your active or inactive households by selecting a view and clicking Go. Underlined text indicates hyperlinks that will take you directly to linked records. So if we click on a household name, it opens up a detail page for that household record. Here's all the information that was entered when this household was registered, which can be updated by clicking Edit. If you scroll down, you'll see a list of household members. These are contacts that are associated with this household. You can add a new member by clicking New Recipient. And you can also initiate a new order by clicking on the shopping cart icon next to the recipient's name, or view their contact details by clicking on their name. The Contacts tab works pretty much the same. You won't be able to add new contacts from here because that needs to be done from the household record. But you can edit a contact's information or initiate a new order by clicking on the shopping cart icon next to their name. The plus signs and the notification feeds are Salesforce features that we're not using. So if you click on one, don't worry, it's an inactive feature. By default, you'll see a list of all your recipients, but you can also choose to see your most recently viewed or inactive contacts as well. Once a contact is added to the system, it can't be deleted, but what you can do is go in and change its status to inactive. If we click on a recipient's name, it opens up a detail page for that recipient's contact record. Here are all the details with the date they were last updated. You can update their information by clicking Edit, or initiate an order by clicking Create Order. And if you scroll down, you'll see a list of all the orders that we've received for them. Up at the top is a news feed that you can use to leave notes about this recipient or attach files that you might need when working with them. These will only show up here inside the contact record. So they would just be for your own use and any coworkers that have access to these records. The Orders tab displays existing orders. If you try to create a new order from the Orders tab, you'll get an error message because you always need to initiate orders through the recipient's contact record. This prevents you from creating an orphan record in the database that's not linked to a recipient or their household. By default, you'll see a list of your most recent orders, but you can also see most recently created or modified. And you can view all of your open or locked orders by selecting a view and clicking Go. Open orders are pending orders that haven't been filled yet. When you create an order, its status remains open until 1 week before its scheduled pickup date, at which point its status automatically changes to locked, meaning it's now in the fulfillment process and cannot be edited. If you needed to make changes that week or cancel an order, you would need to call us and we could do that for you on our end. So that's an overview of the system. In the next video, I'll be walking through the steps to register a household and recipient. Thanks.